Jesus wept. We're on this journey through Holy Week as we're walking with Jesus to the cross and the resurrection, and we're taking a time every day just to pause and to remember something that happened on this day in history. And it actually happened on this day in history. Jesus wept. There's actually two places in Scripture. The one that most of us know is in John chapter 11, verse 35, where Jesus came to see Lazarus who had died, and when he went to his tomb, he wept over his friend passing away. And there was probably anger and frustration, but also that Satan had taken his friend and he intervened. But there's actually one other time, and it's during this day in Holy Week, on the day that we remember as Palm Sunday, where Jesus wept. And it's tucked away in this little passage in Luke's Gospel, Luke chapter 19. Let me read it for you. It says, "As Jesus approached Jerusalem, and he saw the city, he wept over it. And he said, 'If you, even you, had only known on this day what would bring you peace, but now it's hidden from your eyes. The days will come upon you when your enemies will build an embankment against you and encircle you and hem you in on every side. They will dash you to the ground, you and your children within your walls. They will not leave one stone on another, because you did not recognize the time of God's coming to you.'" Here in this couple verses, we see the heart of Jesus, that he overlooks the city, and it says in the text, he saw the city. Jesus saw it and wept over it. In a perfect world, Jesus would hope that the people would respond to him and authentically and wholeheartedly choose to follow him and make his agenda theirs. But he knew that in a few short days, they would go from praising him to chanting, "Crucify him." And so he knew that, and he overlooked the city, and he saw it, and he wept over it. And the simple thought as we approach this day is, what do you see when you overlook the city? I'm filming this in kind of a busy corner here. We have a lot of cars that drive by, and we can see this as noisy. Or perhaps, how would Jesus see things behind me? Or how would Jesus see the cities in which we live? What breaks your heart? A few weeks ago, as we were following the story of the Ukraine, there was an image which broke my heart that surely would break God's heart. It was about mid-March, and there was a picture of strollers that were set up in the capital of Ukraine. There were 109 of these strollers to represent the 109 children that had died up to that point in the war that Russia has caused upon Ukraine. That it involved innocent people who had done nothing, and how that broke the heart of that city and as a resident of Ukraine and your people. And surely when God overlooks the world, how does he see it? Does he see it as broken, divided, a people that he longed to bring together, but who continually reject him? So the simple thought today is, God, help me to see things as you see them, not as I see them. And when you saw them, you overlooked the city and you wept over it. Help me, God, to see life through your perspective, so that I may have a heart and respond like you would in the time in which I live. Jesus wept. We'll see you next time.